Hey, Danny Smith here with my brother Joey Smith, my nephew Dakota Smith on the Memphis Mafia video channel, and today we're gonna talk a little bit about karate and fighting, and let's just get into it. Dakota, I want to start off with asking you a couple of questions.
We got y'all
I've had I've had some mail and stuff come in, and the questions that was asked Dakota was how or why did you come up and use the name Dakota the Dream Smith?
Well, fighting's always been a passion of mine, and it's something that I've always loved. Since I first grew up. My grandfather Billy Smith showed me movies and such of Elvis doing karate. My dad got into jiu-jitsu when I was younger. And I just took it over, and I really loved it. And at the age of 3, it's been something I've just visualized doing all my life, and it's a dream of mine. So I just said, well, my name can be the dream.
That's fantastic.
Living your dream.
Like I said, just wanted everybody to know that because it had been asked. Also, they asked me when your next fight is. Of course, a lot of them know, a lot of them don't. Tell them about your next fight.
My next fight is March 7th in Tupelo, Mississippi. It'll be at the Furniture Market. Doors open at 6, fights start at 7. I'll be fighting current 135 bantamweight champion Jose Molina, and planning to take the belt home and become the new champion.
And that's what we're planning on there with Joey. Proud of you. And like I said, I want to say with all y'all right now too that of course Joey's got some shout outs that he wants to do to some sponsors and friends, but I just want to say out there to everybody and y'all can jump in anytime you want with the response that we've had and the support and the backing for Dakota. The dream has been fantastic. If y'all can, hey, come to the fight. You can get in touch with Joey on how you can get tickets for the fight. If you can't come to the fight, hey, live stream, watch it, and just your more. I know we have a lot of you, and that's fine that can't. But y'all always send out little notes and stuff or letters or whatever saying, good luck to Dakota and that we're behind you. And that, and Dakota, I'm going to ask you, is that just not, how does that make you feel?
Oh, it's amazing. I've said it a million times before, support's the biggest thing to me, and it not only, to have God on my side, but to have not even just fans, just it feels like family, because everyone's just there for me, and it's like I've known these people. They come up and talk to me. It's like they've known me for 10 years or something, and it's just amazing.
Well, and a lot of them have known you, since you were born, and and you say it just goes to show you, it's like we say. We don't like to say fans. We like to say our Elvis family.
That's right.
And before I let Joey, get into that and talk about his shout-outs and all, I just want to say I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And like I said, we appreciate, you backing the videos, the channel, and also backing Dakota the Dream Smith because we're damn proud of it.
That's right. Very proud of him. Of course, I know everybody, and like I said this and I'll get into this in a minute. Podcast, The Jungle Room. I said interviewed the other day. I personally believe that martial arts was Elvis's second love. I believe he loved that as almost as much as he did music, and you can tell by. I mean, he trained for so many years in martial arts, and I think if Elvis was alive today, I honestly know he would support Dakota 1,000% and I guarantee you he'd be at every fight. I guarantee it. Probably showing you a few moves.
And Joey, I want you to say what you actually did it on Jamie. Jamie's a good friend of ours. And
Jamie K.
If you get a chance, listen to the Jungle Room podcast. But Joey and Dakota did an interview the other day, and it's something that just kind of stood out with me because I've had that question come in the last couple of weeks about Elvis and who he was. That basically he become his degrees of karate because and you gave a great answer. I'd love for you to just say it again on the video play about. Well, you're talking about that Elvis just didn't. It was.
Oh yeah. You just I'm slow sometimes. Yeah. Elvis, like I said before, I've said it many times. Elvis was not a He was not a
bought.
martial artist. He didn't just go and here's $1,000, give me a black belt. Elvis earned his black belt. He actually made sure he took a lot of pride in that, and his style was the bomb back then. I mean, it was the bomb, and he made sure that he earned his way, and he put on a lot of demonstrations and stuff like that. And it wasn't just bought and paid for. It was earned, and that's kind of where I got into it from. Of course, I wasn't very good at it. And I got into the newest thing, the jiu-jitsu, back in the 90s. And, time Dakota come around, after I'd go take the jiu-jitsu lessons and they beat the crap out of me, I couldn't whip nobody in the gym, so I'd come home and whip him. It was easy. He was a little big fella, Now the table's turned a little bit, but I still whip you. I cheat, don't I?
Yeah.
And everything. Just a little bit. But yeah, that was a big thing right there. And I kind of think that, that was kind of what got you into it, wasn't it? Because you was fascinated by the moves. Of course, he didn't
feel good, but
and it made me feel good. I mean,
And I'm gonna answer another little question, and Joey, you bump in with me. That had been asked. Did any of our family or anybody take karate? They did. A lot of the guys that work for Elvis did. We actually, all of us, kids included, had a lifetime membership with King Ree. I'm gonna just tell mine short of why I didn't. There just wasn't enough during that time of little people that
kids.
Well, no, little people like little short folks that karate with me. So and I was kind of a little chubby chub. So I really just didn't care much about it. I mean, I was fascinated with watching it, but as far as doing it, I just didn't. Joey, like I said, I know. Like you said, you did, and you even in what I know it's been a while ago. It don't seem like that long ago. In your 40s, that you had a match.
I competed in some jiu-jitsu matches. That's nothing, and that's I gotta watch it because
just basically
I don't make nobody mad. No. Some people say it's fighting. Me personally, I say it's not fighting. But it's grappling. Yeah, it's wrestling. And there's no strikes. Where what he does is would be fighting. I mean, it's MMA, mixed martial arts. It's the real deal. And when you see your kid in there getting hit, and you don't mind watching them hit somebody, but when you see you don't like seeing your kid. It's rough. It's the real deal. And like I said, Dakota has so much support, and the Elvis family has really, really got behind them, which makes me very proud. And I want to thank all of you for that. And I got to thank Katrina Marie. She does. If you ever seen the family picture of us with our Mafia stuff on, she did that. She does a lot of work for Dakota, as far as some pictures. We got her and. Got Chris Randall, who does the same artwork. He does also videos for us. Then we got John and Pierce and Melissa Sanchez and Mr. Zeke. Hey, I'm coming down here and go rabbit hunting with you sometime. From Louisiana, Miss Miriam. John Stone has been there every fight. Sasha Edwards always, and my good friends Paul and Amy just moved back from Arkansas, and man, we played cards last night. It was awesome.
Yeah, we did.
We had a good time. Trudy and Mike from Grenada, Mississippi. Since they found out about Dakota fighting, they hadn't missed a fight.
It's just amazing.
Yeah. Casey Badley, he's another MMA fighter. I got to mention Casey.
Yeah, we love Casey.
Yeah. Casey's like my other child. I mean, he's like my other son. I've known him for so long, and he hangs out at the house all the time, and he trains with Dakota, and he is such a upcoming fighter, and that's probably the one fear. I don't want to see him and Dakota ever have to fight, because you love them both, and you got to pull for both of them, and you'd be sad for one and happy for the other, but it's one of them. Of course, we just named Jamie K, but
Right.
the Jungle Room is a sponsor of Dakotas, and I'll tell you about sponsors and the Dream merchandise in a little while, if it's okay, Danny.
Yeah, that's fine.
Willie Small, the traveling preacher, man. Willie is from New York. Is it New York or New Jersey? Either New York or New Jersey. He comes down here all the time and that's that says a lot. Coming
God
all the
bless
way.
you.
Yeah, all the way from up there, man, to watch Dakota. He is since I've met him, we talk on the phone. I consider him a good friend. He's been, everybody pray for him. He's been having some, he hadn't, but his family's been having some health issues and stuff. So keep him in your prayers. Sassy Girl Apparels. You got Chrissy and Mackenzie, who they do. Show them your shirt real quick. He does this Sassy Girl Apparel. We'll have Dakota have a shirt kind of like that. They do all Dakota's merchandise.
I'm not gonna have him turn around, but on the back of it, it's got our slogan.
We always live Elvis. They do a lot of that, man. They're fantastic. You can find them online on Facebook. Look up Sassy Girl Apparels. EMEC, Joan and Mike, they have been with Dakota since the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, we cannot say enough about Joan and Mike. They are very, very big supporters of Dakota. Tracy, you're going to have to help me with this because I'm bad at pronouncing. Tony, how am I pronouncing it? Faraci. I got it. I can't roll it.
I'm glad it was you and not me.
Yeah, right. Tony Faraci.
Yeah.
He's got a book coming out. It's called USA Love It or Leave It. Now, anybody that knows me, I don't read books. I've never read a book from the beginning to the end in my life. I just cannot stay interested in it long enough. I picked this book up, and he let me read the transcript before it, and I just got to be honest, man. You've got to read this book. This book caught my interest from the first page, and heck, I think I'm gonna read it again. To be honest with you, I mean, it is just whether you agree with his viewpoints or don't, it is just this day and age with everything going on. I don't care what party you with or who you support or anything like that. You need to read this book, man. He brings out a lot of good points, and he's very good at explaining what he's talking about and stuff. Of course, we got the MMK here, who's also a big sponsor of you.
Love my nephew. I'm gonna take care of him.
Always got your back. The Spy Guy. Hey, Billy, man, look, we appreciate everything you do. There again, he's got a YouTube channel too, and he does stories and stuff and everything. And Chris Randall and Chad Roberts, I want to mention y'all one more time. Anderson, he's a good sponsor of Dakota. He does promotions, entertainment, and stuff like that. Can't forget him. And Monty Daly, definitely don't want to forget you. Also, I want to say Horn Lake Elementary School. As everybody knows, I'm a police officer and I do traffic over there. And they knew that today was my birthday.
Yeah. And I was going to mention that, but today is his birthday. Happy birthday, brother.
Appreciate it,
man.
February the 2nd.
February the 2nd.
Super Bowl Sunday. It's Super Bowl Joey. But man, all the teachers and principals and students, man, I get finished doing class and they holler for me to come in there, and when I walk in there, the whole school was singing happy birthday. I don't mind telling you, I teared up and started crying. And of course, they got mad at me because some of them started crying. But man, everybody at that school, y'all are the best. I love each and every one of you. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, as a matter of fact, okay? And that pretty much is it for right now. We give everybody's a shout out. I forgot Boomers. Don't want to forget Boomers. Yep. What's their hamburgers like?
Oh, man, they're fantastic. And one more we don't want to forget before we have to cut out and get out of here is Marlowe's.
Oh, most definitely.
And if you're ever in Memphis, you got to eat at Marlowe's.
Best barbecue there is.
One last thing I want to say is kind of a shout out. Chris, we appreciate the coins that you give us from the police department, Joey.
Yeah, brother in blue right there.
And looking forward to that lunch that you're going to buy me.
He gonna give you a ticket, man.
But with that being said, let me just say, y'all, hey, like I said, we love your support. We love y'all for standing behind us and Dakota. And I know y'all know in our hearts, because we know that Elvis is looking down and he's proud. And he'd been probably one of the first ones right there at ringside. So
don't forget, if you want to support Dakota, you can contact MMK. He can get you to my Facebook page if you're not already friends. The sponsorships, or if you want to have a Dakota the Dream. Of course, this was not made by Sassy Girls right here. This was made by Teresa. They made me this right here. It says, "The Dream's dead," and I'm proud of this one too. But if you want to buy any of his merchandise, it's all quality stuff. You know, get with MMK or myself. Or you can send Dakota, and you can get to me, and I'll tell you how you can purchase to help support the Dream.
And a lot are asking about MMK products too.
Yeah, MMK products.
We're going to get with Teespring and have some available for international viewers that way. Yeah. And then I'll have something up as soon as we can get some printed about the next kids.
As I've said, we got some new designs that we're going to come out. Matter of fact, we're going to talk to Sassy Girl about them. And we're going to have some new designs come out. But look, with that being said, we won't hold up a lot of your time. I know y'all have better things to do. But
no, man.
With that being said, what do we always say, guys? We always live Elvis.